Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the pYanodons playthrough. Oh, it's your ghost. Holy cow, we got some new machines here. I had to figure this out here. Welcome back. Wow. Yeah, so I'm punching some things down and trying to figure our next project out here. And first off, 96% on this research. It's almost done. Oh, we got some Augs. Stage 2. This would be very helpful. However, the faster things get, the more the more moss, the more seaweed, the more plastic, you know, all this stuff. We've got quality Aug food, and it's using the casein and ash. Now we're throwing in tree seeds. We're throwing in the flaugays. We already put plastic in there. Now it's starch. So, yeah, it's getting a little crazy here. A little bit crazy. Oh, what's this say? Oak chili tart with crisp flaugay and bitter seaweed salad. So I guess it's like maybe you have to look at it this way. It's like it's not just the food, it's, you know, a couple courses in there, you know? All right, so we got new food. Okay, here's a new Aug pup. We're requiring the bedding now. Aug food only. Sap. Now, I think the raw fiber is new. And that is it. Shy night creatures. Okay. Known as Augs. And then we have... oh, wait a minute. 12 Aug pups. 4 to 12 Augs? I didn't know there was a loss to the breeding. Oh. Okay. So the maturing doesn't return sometimes. Okay, what is this now? So 12 pups to potentially 4 to 12 Augs. All right. Augs level 2. Wait a minute. Wait. Phase 2 Aug breeding program. Oh. Wait a minute. 70% Aug. It's using albium, an energy drink, and casein, and we're getting an Aug pup. Now we get potential to get our Aug back at 70%. Or no, we may lose on all things. Oh, isn't that funny? I think we have to use the Aug pups in order to get the percent return on an Aug. So we have to give them energy drinks, milk, and the albium. For some reason, we need to give them a derivative of blood from, you know, any creature, but we have a percent chance to get the Aug level 2s. That's hilarious. Oh, okay. Here is now husbandry program. Okay, so water barrel breeding, quality Aug food in this case. 2 Augs. Oh, but we don't get the Augs back out, but we do get 5 guaranteed Aug pups. Interesting. Okay, so we have to produce... I think that this is... Once we get 2 of these from this process, then we get the 5 Aug pups, and then we're on our... hopefully off to the races. Let's see here. Oh, now we need filled milk barrels. Okay. Now, quality Aug food, bedding, sap, seaweed... 4 Aug pups give us 2 to 4 Aug MK2s. Oh, so there's a potential loss there. Okay, this is kind of... We'll have to put this down and see what's going on with it. Now, this doesn't look any better. So maybe the lower end came up. Like, it's 7 to 14 now. Better name for it is alien poop. S-H-I-T. All right, so we'll have to look into that, but, you know, we're going to have to, you know, obviously do it because we want better stuff. Okay, now here's the Ulrichs, which we really haven't... I really don't see the... Maybe later we'll have to do this. Oh, sample cup. This is the stage 2. Now, bedding, Ulrich food, Relegia seeds, flaugays. 3 Ulrichs and salt gives us 3 Ulrichs back out in an Ulrich cup. What is this now? Ulrich cup. We already have this recipe. I don't understand what that's about. Maybe it's a better one. Ulrich food, bedding. So it's adding the bedding, I think, and the salt. Now, this is 6 cubs to 6 ulrics. Okay. All right. That's fine. Oh, and I heard... Okay, level 2. And water barrel bedding, ulric food, raw fiber, ulrics, 2 ulrics. Now, we're getting a % chance to get the MK2 and a 50% return on our original ulric. Ooh, so 2 in, potentially none out. That's how it goes with these processes sometimes. Now we have fresh genetic samples from improved ulrics. Oh, weird. Okay. So we're taking samples from the ulrics. We need latex. Oh, this is where, yeah, it's going to get a little bit crazy on the rubber, the latex, and it's already tough to make this stuff. But here we're putting an MK2 ulric in. What? And then it comes out tired. And then we're getting this MK02 DNA sample. What is up with this? Energy drink to get... Oh, wait a minute. What's this one here? Sample cup. So we get a tired ulric out of that one. And we're getting a tired ulric out of this one. Oh, but look at that. All right, there's a difference here. Now, we get a tired ulric out. My assumption is we have to take that. If we use this one, we have to do something else. But this one is putting an ulric in with an energy drink, sample cup, and latex. But, oh, we still get the tired one out, though. But we get 6 MK02 DNA samples versus 1. So add energy drink, and we get more DNA samples. I'm curious to see what these things are going to do. Oh, here. Oh, okay. Bedding, water, barrels, 12 MK2 DNA samples, the ulrics. The ulric food plus 1 MK2 ulric gives us the ulric cub and a tired ulric. Okay. So this is how we're making the cubs. Okay. Yeah, this is another one where you have to start punching things down to figure it out. 4 ulrics cubs, MK2 cubs, to 1 MK2. And we need the milk barrel and bedding, raw fiber, flauge, and all that stuff, relegia seeds. Okay, so this is the ulric foal? F-O-A-L. Oh, raise ulric foal. Interesting. Okay, we get an MK2 from 4 cubs. And this is... Oh, wow. So we need an MK2 to make the cub here. Oh, my God. This is nuts. What's this now? Oh, okay. We feed it, and we put it in a Pyphoon Bay to get it back as a tired... Oh, here's a poop. 6 manure guaranteed. I like that. Well, that's an interesting one. Really unique on that one. Here's a fertilizer. Oh, wow. Look at this. Engine unit. Oh, that's here. Okay. We have more fertilizer, stage 3. So, okay. We're using fish emulsion. And then we're using fish meal. And then we're using bones urea, ammonium chloride, and Zogna bacteria for 15. That's not too bad. A little crazy, but hey, we'll take it. And then... Okay, so we're working on this one. Now, this one I thought was kind of interesting. I've been looking at this thing, at this recipe. Now, this is, it says Fast Inserter 2 available. And, you know, this text is just your basic text for the inserters. But what's interesting is we're using 5 inserters, the yellow ones, and then all these parts, and we're getting 15 fast. Now, that's not too bad if you think about it, because one of the things I found early on, and it's still the case now, it's very difficult to, you know, with the mini loaders and all that, to make these. You know, it takes forever to get them. Now, I think this is, you know, even though there's a lot of stuff that goes into it, I like that it's 5 to 15, so it's like a, you know, we're tripling it out. Oh, and the other thing, too, is it's only 2 electronics in this, or it's requiring 2 electronics, I think. Whereas a regular fast inserter doesn't. I think the filter inserter requires the electronics. Let's see what we got here. This is 5 to 15 as well. Seems like the same thing. Nichrome. Oh, yeah, it adds the nichrome in there. Okay. Now here's the filter. So it's 5. Oh yeah, this is a definite improvement. So 5 fast inserters, 5 electronics, and we're getting 15 filter inserters out of that with the additional stuff like the control panel. I think it's, I don't know if it's intermetallics or not, but yeah, the lube is included in there. Advanced small parts, of course. So yeah, I mean, I think it's, we get, you know, put a little bit of effort in, but we get a bigger gain out of that. Oh, this one here, Neuroelectronics Stage 1. This beast. This is kind of like the electronics that we have to do for the, you know, like I was mentioning, for the filter inserter and all that. Now, this is like the electronics neuroprocessors for, you know, the next stage of electronics. Look at this beast. Optical fiber. Now, what that tells me is that we're going to have this for our hub, you know, to make things, I think, because this is going to be required for a lot of machines and who knows, trains and things like that. Maybe bots, I don't know. So optical fiber, Nexalit matrix, a brain. Okay, here's where the brains come in. This is insane. Agar biosample, Ceramet, ceramic capacitors, air core inductors, high power resistor, printed circuit substrate, and nickel plate. You know what? I'm almost tempted to say that maybe we could make this and then train it in, you know, because I don't think all these parts, I would want to probably make them on site, you know? So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Oh, and here's the Nexalit matrix. The Nexalit plate epoxy, boric acid, and vacuum. And I was wondering what the epoxy was used for. Well, here you go. And it's in a nanomaterial factory. There you go. Okay, now we'll do this one. Some more battery stuff. This is gonna be, batteries haven't been much of a problem since beginning. But it's good. Now I think we're gonna need these going forward potentially. So we got chromium, sulfur, lead antimony alloy, and rayon now. So chromium and sulfur are new. Rayon and steel is new. Sodium hydroxide is new. And that's, I think this is the best yield. It's a 5-second craft time, but you get 6 batteries out of that. And then we have a Nexalit battery, Nexalit plate, zinc acetate, nylon, lead plate, anthraquinone, and olefins. And if you read down below, it's a special energy unit made to power up the most modern transportation systems. Well, you know where that's going to go. Oh, we get a spent Nexalit battery. Oh, interesting. It's a consumable. I wonder if it's you have to charge it back up. Here's a battery recipe that's a simpler one. It's using sulfuric acid, glass rayon, and lead antimony oxide, or lead antimony alloy. And here's a battery recipe. It's like a 1-to-1, you know, 1 every second. Coke, lead antimony alloy, rayon, pyrite, and sulfuric acid. So we got some options, which is always nice to have. There we go. Ooh, that unlocks something down here. Machines components. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. I want to look at those. Now, as soon as this 6% thing goes through, we'll queue up another research. I want to keep the base running. Speaking of running, I went ahead and we got a botanical nursery here set up to make the Yotoi alloy trees. The Yotoi alloy MK01. And I want to get this started up. We'll take a look at this. So I spun this up already because I'm trying to save time on episodes. And you can see here, we got all these things. We need a tropical tree DNA and Yotoi alloy codex. And the tropical tree DNA samples, I made 2, which makes 4, 2 of each. So I got 4 total here. And the tropical tree DNA needed, I think, 1 Yotoi alloy codex, I think. Yeah. And this is needed in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, cool. Look at that. So these are the Yotois. Now, this starts the process. As you can see, it's going to be kind of slow. That's why I wanted to spin this up now. And I wanted to get the research queued up before that ended because we're 3% now. Now, we are going to get consistently 5 Yotoi alloy fruits from here. Well, that goes in here into another botanical nursery. we need 8 to get 3 seeds. So we got to take the fruit and get the seeds out, you know, obviously. Then the seeds are put in here to make more Yotoi alloys. I say alloys. Now the alloy seeds, so it's 1 to 4 now. And then we put them back in here to generate more fruit. So it's a cycle. We make the fruit because the trees are in here. We take the seeds, we make the fruit, or we take the fruit, make the seeds, we grow more trees. But that's how we build our MK01 trees. Once we get this running, once we get enough modules in here, we just need the fruit. So let's take a look real quick here at Helmod. We're going to be working on Aramid Fiber. And in order to do the Aramid Fiber, we need molybdenum. And we also need the terephthalochloride, whatever that is, however you pronounce that. And down here, the TCL, I'll call it TCL, needs the Yotoi alloy fruit. So that's what we need to get. That's why we need to get this going. So we want to spin these up and get them going. And now I broke this all out. This is just the Aramid Fiber. I looked into the molybdenum plate, and we do not need this until much later on. So I'm going to do an internal build of the molybdenum for the Aramid. But we do need the Aramid Fiber for other things. So I'm going to put this on a network. We're just going to LTN it. But I got to look again at this because I can't remember exactly, but I think we do need this for other things. I think the electronics and stuff. So we do need to have this as a separate item for LTN to pick up. And the other thing to note here is we're going to need this trioxide for our seaweed, MK2. We have a new machine. How are we doing here? Still going. Okay. And let's take a look at that. I built this thing. Woohoo. It's kind of a small, you know, all things considered. Well, we can do bioscaffolds, and here's the Aramid Fiber. And if you look, it's got all kinds of cool stuff in there. Looks like a really cool machine there. Sulfuric acid. Oh, God. I forgot we need that, too. Sulfuric acid and the TCL. And we get our Aramid Fiber. And that'll be for our stainless steel. So we're on the path to getting the stainless steel done. Science. So you can see that we're at the 14-hour mark now. Okay, let's get some research hammered out here. Let's see what this is. Yeah, let's do this one. This will be kind of cool. Mechanical parts 2. We get 6, though. Holy cow. But it's 6 mechanical part 1s, though. Kevlar Nexalate antimony alloy. Brakes. MK. Now, we're in the MK2 land for this. Control panel MK2. Electronics MK2. Gearbox MK2. Shaft MK2. Utility box MK2. And rayon. Advanced small parts steel and heavy oil. Jeez. Here's your utility box MK2. Red wire utility box MK1. Here's the bakelite. Okay. Complex circuit board. Advanced small parts, stainless steel, and glass. Wow. Oh, interesting. Look at this. Shaft MK2. We need a shaft MK1 and molten stainless steel. I'm glad I saw that. So we'll have to plan for this. I am almost tempted to have a molten stainless steel build so that we're not pulling from our stainless steel. I don't know if stainless steel is in science. It probably is buried, so let's just assume it is. But it looks like, yeah, we'll be casting 40 seconds. Jeez. Niobium plate in the gearbox. MK2. Nexla antimony alloy and a gearbox. MK1. Yikes. Oh, electronics MK2 now. It's not requiring the electronics, which is good. However, I'm seeing a lot of crazy stuff here that we need. This is like a circuit, you know, the MK, the next level circuit, the advanced. 50 red wire epoxy bakelite medium power resistor electrolytic capacitor MOSFET printed circuit board substrate tier 2 aluminum plate glass iron glass plate basically iron plate and solder. Oh my gosh. Control panel MK2. What's this one? Oh, it's utility box. Oh, a lamp. Oh, check it out. We need the Nextlit batteries. Oh, Eva. Interesting. Control panel MK1. You're killing me. Bakelite, complex circuit board, advanced small parts, and steel. Oh, Jesus. There's the brakes MK02. You need the brakes 01. Cellulose ceramic, bakelite, advanced small parts, stainless steel, and Aramid fiber. So there you go. There you go. That's why we got to do a separate build of the Aramid fiber. Shaft MK2. Now, this is a prequel to the trains now, because the MK2 trains, which I can't wait to get. In fact, that's why I'm playing this game. I play Factorio because of the trains. I love trains. All right, Shaft MK02. Sandcasting. The Shaft MK1. Oh, molten stainless steel. Oh, it's 2. And if we add the hot air, we get an extra MK2 shaft out of that. Oh, we're using that one. Okay, I didn't realize that this was the same as that one. Okay, cue it up, baby. Yes, we're going to get them. And this is what we need. I want these trains. Niobium, Nextlit, self-assembly monolayer material, brakes O2, gearbox O2, shaft O2, engine unit, simple circuit, which is interesting. We don't need the advanced circuit. Oh, but we might need the advanced circuit for the self-assembly. I don't know. We'll have to check that out. Rubber, small parts, advanced small parts, plastic, steel plate, beryllium, and glass. Now, the beautiful thing about LTN is we know where our trains are. So when we go to upgrade them, we just go to the yards, let the base calm down, build a bunch of trains, and start to replace them. And with TSM, it's a lot trickier. You have to go and hunt them down. And, oh boy, when you have 600 trains, it's not fun to do. So I want to work towards this. Oh God, look at this one. I want to work towards this one now. So we'll unlock whatever we have, and I want to get the trains. Okay, let's see what we got here. Ah. We'll put these in here now. Got 8. Okay. We'll put that in there. We'll steal one. There we go. Okay, cool. So this is gonna create our trees now. That's gonna be very slow. So I'm gonna fiddle with this. I think we could start working on this. We'll start building it out. I'm gonna slowly collect the materials, not to shock the base too much, and then we'll have to start working on this Aramid stuff. So we can get their stainless steel and all that good stuff. You know, well, go down the path of it. Oh boy. All right, I'll see you in a second. Okay, we are prepped and ready for a new project. You know, I just realized something. This is molybdenite. Molybdenite ore. And I was like, oh, what? And the plate is molybdenium, I think is how it's pronounced. I was like, wait a minute. So it's molybdenite pulp, and then it turns to molybdenium concentrate. So it's the wording changes after hydrogen is added to it. I thought that was kind of interesting. Why wouldn't it be molybdenite all the way up? Anyway, we have ourselves a new mining device. Check this thing out. This is so cool. Boom. Okay. I think I'm going to shift this up a little bit, actually. Let's go ahead and go here. That way I get that coverage. This thing is really neat. I like this thing. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's get some coverage here. Oh, and you'll be wondering what the fuel is, right? Only drill heads, thankfully. No mining fluid required. Awesome. Now, what that means, I think, is we can do this. Now, I was going to do this. Boom. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Come on. Let's go like this. So they're close. We need power for these. We'll have to do that. Okay. And, yeah, cool. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's cool. Oh, wow. They've got electricity. Yeah, it's got electricity and it's zapping the... Oh, what? Look, these things are coming down. It looks like they're vacuuming. Where are they going? Look at that. It's got some smoke coming out of that stack. And it looks like they're... It looks like it's zapping the ore with hot power. Like a high energy power beam. And then vacuumed up. And then there's that flame comes out the center. That's pretty cool. That is a yellow belt right there, folks. That's pretty quick. Nice. All right. Okay, I'm going to meet you back over at the hub. And I have some machines laid out. And we'll get a little direction as to where we're going. All right, here we are back at the hub. You know what? I think I figured out something here. Map view for the molybdenum ore. Okay, it says molybdenum. Zoom in and look to the right there, and it says molybdenite ore. There is I think a misnaming here. Now, if you look at the ore icon in the case, and you look at the ore, I want to say here, it looks like the same ore. And notice how it says molybdenum on this too. But what's interesting is they keep changing it. Now it's molybdenite powder. I mean, I think it should be molybdenum powder. I don't know. Maybe they have some, file that they didn't update or something, or some. Because this text, as long as the item links, we're fine. But I hope there's no problem with this going forward. But anyway. So while I was doing all this other stuff, we have the Yotoi alloy trees. We need 33 to fill this thing up, so it's 66 of these. As noted, it needs gravel, limestone, and soil. So the good thing is, some of the processes here will kick out gravel. Literally, we'll get gravel, and I think we'll have enough gravel to keep this process running without having to bring anything additional in. But we will need we're going to produce more than what this is going to chew up. So we're going to have a trash train pick up the remaining. It'll be stone. There's stone and gravel that we were going to get out of here. I did go through all this before, but I guess we could review it. So we need the mixed ores, and notice how it kicks out a stone component there. 50% chance. So rare earth, ore, copper, and nickel. And then we need the wonderful cobalt extract. So the mixed ores with pressurized air and cyanic acid gives us the cobalt extract. We're going to vent the tailings. I am not going to bother with it. We have so many tailings, I don't even know what to do with it, And then we have the TCl, which uses the cobalt extract. The fruit, which is very interesting that fruit has something to do. I guess it has a property in there that we need. Aromatics, and we're gonna. So we got manure bacteria we have already on the network, but the liquid nitrogen is an interesting one. So I have here what I'm gonna do for the liquid nitrogen. We get the nitrogen out, which isn't enough, but we're gonna take that purest nitrogen and we're gonna filter it and get nitrogen. We're also gonna use the oxygen from here further up in the build here, but I think we're gonna have to bring a train of hydrogen and oxygen in to supplement this because it's not gonna be enough. And then we have to bring in filtration media because we gotta take that purest nitrogen and make it into nitrogen. This one here, the liquid nitrogen recipe, it's taking our nitrogen and water, and we have to bring gasoline in. Ugh. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff going on here. The space I have allocated for this, I don't know if it's gonna be good enough. We'll have to see. But we need that liquid nitrogen for this, and it's 50 every 4 seconds. Ouch. This one produces 5 every 0.3. Now it's pretty quick, but we'll have to see. Helmod's having trouble resolving this, so we'll have to just kind of build it and then expand it if it starts to fail, or I'll do another Helmod tab and narrow this down here. So that is our TCL, which is going to be used up here somewhere. Now we got our crushing. So I think we'll have to do the mixed. I don't know. I might bring this in first. I'll have to, kind of organize it in a way that makes sense, because I want to bring in the raw materials and then kind of work our way up to less, raw or whatever. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, so now we got our crushing here. Take the ore. We're going to crush it. We're going to get that stone. This is the molybdenite powder. Then we ball mill it. And here's where we get gravel. Now we get 1 gravel every 4 seconds. So what I'll probably do is pull the gravel, prioritize to the Yotoi, and then the non-prioritized side of the splitter will go up to the trash train area, because like I said, I think we're gonna have plenty of gravel from this right here. And then we take that molybdenite dust, add water, and we make a pulp out of it. Now I'm thinking that the agitator, what it's doing, it's just, I don't know if there's any other processes going on there that, are kind of, we don't know about, because adding water to something and we get a pulp out of it. It's like, what the heck? Why? What else is going on here, Okay, then we take the pulp, add nitrogen to it. And this is where, now we're transforming it to some other form, right? And we're getting powder, or a concentrate. It's a powder concentrate. Now, it's removing that muddy sludge component. So we're getting more pure is kind of how I look at it, Now we got this one here, thickener, and we're going to take that concentrate, add more water to it, which is, again, I don't understand. There's more going on, because just adding water to something just doesn't make sense to me. But we're getting more muddy sludge out of this, and we get the molybdenum pulp out of that. So yeah, starting here, it's a molybdenite pulp, and then here, a molybdenum pulp. So the terminology is kind of, I don't know if that's right or what. It's just so weird to me. But now we're taking the molybdenum pulp and we're filtering it and getting a disulfide, which looks like a powder. So we're removing the liquid and we're getting this powder, but it has a sulfur component in there because it says disulfide. And so that is, and this is a filter. Okay, now we're taking that disulfide, adding oxygen to remove the sulfur component. So now we're going to get this molybdenum trioxide and it says important industrial catalyst. Now what this one here, we're going to put on the LTN network, and we want to pick this up for the seaweed MK2 going forward, because I want to start building that out. I want to be able to reduce the seaweed build so we can fit it into a smaller space. Now, the next thing is, I've got these here as a reminder to bring in oxygen and hydrogen, because we need oxygen for this, which down here, as I mentioned, the DDC will have pressurized air and we'll get the nitrogen out, and we get a little bit of oxygen out of it. And I want to use that oxygen here for here, but I don't think it's going to be enough here, actually, because it's 100 every 3. So we'll have to bring in a train of oxygen to supplement this. And then we're also going to have to bring in a hydrogen train for this molybdenum. Now, the same case that we're going to put the trioxide in, the molybdenum trioxide, which is a part of this recipe here, molybdenum trioxide MOO3, we're going to train up both in the same case. It's going to be on the LTN network, and we're going to use the filtration, so it'll have the provider stop will have both of these in. We're going to need the molybdenum plate later, but I want to have it available. If you get it in it, put that stop in and plan for it now, you're going to regret it. You're not going to regret it later for doing it. Let's put it that way. So we get a little bit of water kick out. I may vent it, or I'll do a top-up valve you know, somehow with the water that we're already going to have. And then we finally get to the Aramid Fiber, which uses every single freaking thing in the planet. I think this is a chemical process to get the fiber because it is in a nano material factory. So I think the sulfuric acid and the TCl, along with the sodium hydroxide together, mix, and then we're throwing plate in there, and it's breaking those items down to get a fiber because, you know, it's a chemical process. You know, it's kind of interesting that we're using plate to make a fiber, but I think what happens is that molecules get rearranged. You know, when you add things together, you rearrange those molecules to get different things. You know, it's kind of interesting. So this is what we're going to be doing today. This will be on the LTN network, and we're going to do a separate stop for this. We're not going to mix it with these two items here, the plate and this, because this is more of a, when we get to, if I need this to do a special project that's not production, just building, that's fine. You know, I'm okay with production not running. I'm okay with like the hub not running perfectly because it's a hub. It's not supposed to run like a science pack production. All right, let's get to work on this thing. I'll do a speed up video on it, and we'll hopefully get it done. Alrighty. The final ingredient to the Aramid Fiber. Here we go. Oh boy. Aluminium plate. Yay! Let's see what this thing does. Oh, okay. Look at it. It's got like some yellow and blue stuff. I don't know what that is. I don't know. It's got some kind of chamber it's outputting. Oh, there's something different up here too. You can't see it though. Yeah, it's got something going on there. Oh, wow. Titanium plate. You're having issues. Well, I guess we'll have to do this. There we go. Mini loader to the rescue. Oh, I have to put more nitrogen processing down here. This thing was very daunting. There's just so much going on, and the battle that I have with this mod is, what do you separate and what do you not separate? And I like to have everything come in, you know, like bring all your raw in and get the material out. I like doing that, but it's so tough because you need so much input for maybe one or two outputs, you know. In this case, it's 2, which is sulfuric acid. I don't count the stone or anything like that. It's very daunting, and you're, you know, banging your head against the wall trying to figure out what you're going to do. And then add to the fact that LTN's in crap when it comes to the thresholds, and you know, you need basically a combinator computer to control your inputs and outputs to the lamp, you know. Now I'm having issues with nitrogen, I think, here. Yeah, nitrogen's an issue. So I'm going to beef that up and mess around with that, just so we have that. Let's go and look up here. Ah, Aramid Fiber. We missed it. Now, I have a problem here. What's going to happen, this is a provider, 2 trains, 100 provide priority, and threshold. Now, the niobium plate is going to go in here as well. So I have this wired up to the case here. Can't really see it, but it is wired up to the case. And oh, you know what I forgot is that the sulfur is on LTN right now here, but the sulfur is on TSM as on the other thing. So I'm gonna have to convert this out of here. I might have to pull this out and do a TSM pickup or whatever. I don't know. We'll have to see. But what I have here is I have filters here. Oh, the sulfur's going out. Oh no. I have to do this. Oh no. Yeah. They have to be wired onto this here. I have to do filter on both, I think, because it may contaminate. Okay, that's set filters. And we'll go copy that. Like that. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. All right, so this is going to stop. Unfortunately, I have to do a long belt of this Aramid Fiber. What can I do? And then, oh, the other thing, too, is I have molybdenum. I have the what is this? The molybdenum trioxide. I've got this on a priority belt, and I also have the molybdenum plate on a priority here. So, because this is what I want to run, we're gonna use this for stainless steel, but not all the time. That's my whole thinking behind this. Okay, well, we've got Aramid Fiber. Next episode, there we go. Now it's building up. It's gonna build up pretty quick. Okay, good. Next episode, I'm gonna plan out and get everything figured out for stainless steel. And there's some things that I don't know if I'm gonna do it all in one area or not, but I probably will, because I just want to get it done, and I don't want to have to do more builds than I have to get that one resource, and I don't think it's used in massive quantities. So I think we can just kind of plop it all in one spot And if I need to rebuild like certain things for other processes that's using whatever is in the stainless steel process, we'll just rebuild them in that process, or we'll look into breaking them out. You know, it's all about getting it done right now. I better shut up. This episode's getting long, or it might be long. I don't know. I'll see you in the next episode. We'll try to get cracking on the stainless steel. Yes. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Peace out.